Hey you guys, my name is Gail and I'm super excited about the Ricki Lake show coming back. Yay! So, I have this idea for a story. It's not really an idea. It's something that I feel needs to be submitted and put out there to the world because the world is becoming healthier, believe it or not. People are getting more active and obese people are starting to see these extreme weight loss shows or the Biggest Loser shows, and they're thinking that they can do exactly that. And I'm not saying that they can't, but this needs to be brought to life. Probably 3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago, I started this thing called CrossFit, which was not that big as it is today, and I lost almost 100 pounds. I lost 75 pounds. I became pregnant, gave birth to my baby girl, who's now 2, and decided January it was time to get back into the gym and change my life again. The first workout was really hard, and I went home and I was really sore. Shortly after that, I couldn't really walk. I couldn't even put water in my mouth. I just figured, you're overweight. This is normal. So I posted on Facebook, and everybody said, get back into the gym. So I did, and it was a running workout, so it wasn't really that hard, so I knew that I could do it. That night, I peed black. I ended up in the hospital, almost in kidney failure. I had what was called Rhabdomyolysis. People just call it Rhabdo, and I almost died. And now I'm scared to get back out there and change and work out. I know that I could just change my food, but I'm emotionally stressed. Anyways, the problem and that I think needs to come to life is CrossFit is pretty much dominating now, and everybody is doing it. And I feel like there needs to be more warnings out there. People need to be aware of this situation when you do such an extreme physical activity, that something like this can potentially happen to you. And people have actually died from this. With all that being said, I remember thinking back on a Biggest Loser episode of a contestant that shortly after being on the ranch ended up in the hospital, quote unquote, heat stroke, they said. I have contacted her and asked her, did you have Rhabdo? And she said yes, that her kidney count was up to 60,000. Mine was not as high as hers. Mine was at 30,000, and kidney failure is 100,000. And she said that she even coded. But it's a secret. Rhabdo is a secret. Why does it need to be a secret? If this is happening to average people that just want to get healthy, that just want to lose weight. Going to CrossFit, it's not a quick fix. It's not like I'm popping some pills, I'm taking some medicine. I was actually trying to do the work, but I almost died because of it. And nobody knows that. Your doctors, you go to consult your doctors, and your doctors say, yeah, go for it, work out. But nobody warns you of the potential hazard, and it's not necessarily a hazard. It's just there needs to be a better system for overweight people. And I feel like that if I don't speak out, and if you guys, I need your help to get my voice heard, because this is a topic that needs to be talked about. It just needs to be talked about. I have a feeling in my gut that these episodes and these experiences are only going to happen more and more. In fact, the first hospital that I went to sent me home. They said nothing was wrong with me. That evening, my husband took me to another hospital because he said that something is wrong with you, and I'm not going to let you leave until we find out. Well, that doctor said that nothing was wrong with me as well. And it took a nurse that listened to every bit of my story, and she said, can you just test her for one last thing? and the doctor did, and it came back positive for the rhabdo. For the probably the 2 months after I was let go from the hospital, I stayed in for 10 days, but 2 months afterwards I was in and out of the ER because I just couldn't walk. I was weak, and it was a horrible recovery. The doctor that had me in the ER that night came and visited me, and she said that it was because of my story that she saved 4 more people's lives, because New Year's resolutions, everybody's trying to get fit, and she had never tested anybody for rhabdo before. So this is something that really needs to get out there to the public, because people are getting healthier, but CrossFit is good, but there needs to be another system in place where there's different classes for the extremely obese that come into CrossFit doors. And it's not just CrossFit. I mean, Biggest Losers, Extreme Makeovers, all of those things, all of those shows are showing people that you can go work out for 4 hours a day even though you're 500 pounds and you're going to lose weight. But in some cases that might not be the case. The extreme amount of workout that they put themselves through could actually potentially kill them. And I just feel that it needs to be brought to light. People need to know that this can happen, and they need to take precautions to do things slower. So I hope you guys enjoy my video. I didn't make my hair all pretty and get all dressed up for you, but I figured if it would be easier for me to send a video than to write it on your Facebook. But I will send you this video link. So I hope I'll hear from you soon, and save people's lives. Bye from Virginia.